Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I would like to share with you something very exciting, and it is the new I Heart Makeup London Mint Chocolate Palette. So it looks like this. It is £8.99 and you can purchase this from tambeauty.com. I will have the link down below for you. I'll also link for you my video that I posted earlier today, and that is my Tam Beauty haul. So all of the new products that were made available yesterday and launched yesterday, I purchased in that haul. So I also requested a next day delivery service, and although yes, everything came to above £30, which would entitle me to free delivery, that would mean that I received it within 3 to 5 working days. Now, to be honest, I couldn't wait that long. I really wanted to get my hands on this, all of these items, especially this product. So you can add or change the free service to a DPD service, and that's tracked. You receive an email first thing in the morning, and that will give you a time slot, which is around an hour time slot for that delivery to take place, and that cost me an extra £2.95, and I was really happy to pay that extra to make sure that I received my order today. So not only, you know, do I want to receive these products, I'm really excited about them, but I want to share them with you as well, in case you're thinking, should I, shan't I purchase? Now, what I'm going to do is just take you around the palette as always. I have got the swatches ready to share with you. I've also got the product on my eye with a little eye look, which I haven't put on this eye because obviously I want to share it with you. But the packaging is green, representing the mint. And yeah, really love this. I wouldn't actually ordinarily go for green because green makeup is not really, you know, especially mint green is not really my cup of tea, but I'll show you the inside in a moment, and I think it's a really good take on mint chocolate. On the back, it shares with you what, well, an indication of what you're going to receive inside if you find this palette in store when it does become available in Superdrug. And I'll just take it out now. So the packaging itself, you've got mint here, gorgeous, the dripping chocolate, and you've got the chocolate there. So that's really good. And then on the back, you've got a green mint chocolate sticker. Now, I think that's really good because if you are going to, well, however you're going to store it, you're going to know which palette this is because you've got green on the front and you've got green on the back. So that's good. On the inside, it's the regular layout. So you get the mirror, you also get this name sheet there, and these are the colours. They are beautiful. You get 3 greens, so you get like a teal colour there, you get a forest green, and then you get a really deep green there. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's really beautiful for this time of year, very autumnal, but, and I'll share with you the swatches in a moment, and yeah, you can definitely wear this all year round. You also get the double-ended sponge applicator as well, and it's wafting under my nose, and it is scented. Now, I'm not quite sure if it is mint chocolate because I've got a terrible cold at the moment, and although I can sense there is a fragrance to it, I couldn't tell you 100% what that fragrance is just because my nose is so, well, I'm just so full of cold. So apologies about that, but there is definitely a scent, and what I can smell, it's not overpowering and it's not sickly. It's sweet, but it's not, it's very nice. Anyway, that's all I can tell you at this point. Now for the swatches. So I'll just get the name sheet right. So the first row we have got sugar coated, so that's the first large pan there, and that is very unusual. It's more yellow toned than their usual like champagne tone, so I like that. Then we've got engaged, which is so that's like a sheen to it, not full out shimmer, but it's got a sheen to it. Then the engaged shade is a matte shade. This is another matte and it's called Tea. beautiful shade. I love that. Then we've got Lust, and that is like a blue, blue brown. Gorgeous. We then have the first green shade, which I love this name. It's Poison Ivy, and yeah, that's a matte as well. So this is like a duochrome, but it's got some shimmer. And then this is matte. Love that. The next row, and this is the row that's got the most shades in it because it hasn't got one of those larger pans. So the first is a matte, and that's called Secret. Love that name. Then we have a matte red called Worlds Apart. We then have a shimmer. Now this is beautiful, this shade, and it's a shimmer shade called Distorted. We have another shimmer shade called Rivals, another green there, beautiful. We then have a matte shade called Interrupted, and then we have the last shade on the second row, and that is called Compromise. So that's a shimmer brown. Then the last row, we have a matte brown called Awaken. We have this beautiful yellow shimmer shade called Disturbance. The next is a shimmer green shade called Commotion. We then have a shimmer brown shade, like a mid-toned brown shade, and that's High Standards. And then the last one is a matte, and it's that large matte pan that they always have, and that one is Confession. That one is airing on the... It's a really unusual colour because it's like a more mauvey, pinky brown, mink, I suppose. Love that. So there are all of the shades. Now, I do swatches to give you an indication of the shade, so it's more of a colour reference. As we know, and I've mentioned this, I think in yesterday's video, that swatches on the arm or on any part of your body other than the eye, they are really for colour reference, because it's not until you put these colours or these shades on your eye do you really know how they're going to perform. And I think I got a little hint of mint there. So I'm going to start off now. You can see this eye look here. I didn't go for green because what I want to do is I wanted to do a more neutral look today. There was a couple of shades in here that I really was drawn to, that I wanted to use today, and then I'll do another look over the next week or so, and I'll use the green shades for you. So I'm going to start off with my Primark contoured eye brush, and the shade that I went in with first of all is, well, I think it's one of my favourite matte shades, and it's Tea, and it's this one here. Beautiful colour, really, really love it, and yeah, absolutely stunning. As soon as I opened it up, I knew that I was going to have to put that on the eye. So I'm just going to pop that into the crease. In fact, let me just move my mirror because I don't have it directly in front, and I really want you to see what I'm doing, just as I did a couple of days ago with another tutorial. So I'm just going to pop that in the crease. Now, what I found when I added the look on the other eye, you don't need, I mean, this is so pigmented, it doesn't look like it's going to be that, it's quite a light transitional shade, but it really does work beautifully. It blends very, very nicely, and I love it. I love this colour. So that's that shade laid down, and basically that's all I did. You hardly have to do anything. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that this shade called Tea blended itself near enough. It is so gorgeous. The next shade that I went in with was a deeper shade, and it was this colour here called Secret. So it's that one there, and I'm just going to add that onto the tip of the brush, still keeping with that brush, and I'm just going to add that into the outer third of the eyelid, and then just add that into the crease, because this look is really working for me. It adds depth, but it doesn't I think if I take it too high, it just makes my eye look too dark. So I'm really, really liking that. So just adding it to the outer third of the eyelid. So I hope you can see that. And then just running it into the crease. And by adding it to the point of this brush, it really does keep it in that area that I want it in. Like that. I'm just going to add a teeny bit more. And that is the beauty about adding a little bit at a time with these deeper shades, because you know, you can add, but you can't take it away, can you? A little bit more, because I'm trying to match it up with this eye. And as always, I want this to be daytime appropriate. I have put some bright colours on my eye, but I have got to go out later. So I didn't want it to be too, well, I wanted it to be, you know, daytime appropriate, basically. So that is the matte shades, and I'm just going to go underneath the eye, and the shade that I used was that first mauvey brown, beautiful colour, tea. So again, I've popped that tea shade on to the tip, and I'm running that underneath the eye. It is just so stunning. These blend so well, like an absolute dream. I love them. So that is that. That's those shades laid down. Just going to, yeah, love it. Now we move on to the shimmers. Now the ones that I was drawn to immediately when I opened it was the shades Distorted and Disturbance, which was this like copper shade there, and then this, which one is it? This bright yellow here. Beautiful, and I keep getting wafts of something that is really, really stunning. The scent from this beautiful palette. So what I did was, and I used my finger as always, so I'm going with the copper shade first of all, and that's Distorted, and I'm just going to pop that on the middle of the lid. Now when I added this, and it's exactly the same for this, so when you add your finger into it, it feels very, it's soft, so it's soft enough for you to add your finger or pick up the product using your finger or a brush, but it feels quite firmly packed, or pressed I should say. So it's, and when you put it on to the eye, it goes on like a really lovely, there's no fallout. There's no fallout, it just goes onto the skin. And I wanted to explain this because there's been a lot of talk, not with these palettes, but by, you know, we've had lots of drama with fallout, and a lot of people are saying certain palettes, I won't mention the name of it, but there was incredible fallout, and you know, people are finding that when they put certain products on their eyes now, especially shimmery shades, they have an incredible lot of fallout underneath. This one, because it feels quite like it's pressed quite firmly, although you can still pick up the product really well, it just glides onto the skin, and I was really pleased with that, and it just is amazing. It feels amazing, it looks amazing, and it works really, really well with the eye look. So there's the first shade laid down, which is Distorted. Now, as you can see from this eye, I went with Disturbance, which is that beautiful shimmery yellow on the bottom row, which is that one there. I love it. So what I did was I popped it on the finger, and I went in as far as I could, just blending it a little bit with that copper shade. And there is only so far that I can go in because it's a little bit tricky to get my finger right into that area. So I'm going to just swap to this brush, which is the Primark PS Pro Shading Eye Brush, and this one I find works really, really well. Now I'm going to put on the shimmer shade around the actual eye because the yellow is a little bit stronger and I want to use the same brush. So I used the shade Sugar Coated, which is the very, very first shade in the palette, and I thought, wow, when I initially used that, I thought, you know, it's just going to be another, you know, regular champagne colour, but it's not. It's got a yellow tone to it and it works really, really well with that yellow eyeshadow, the shade Disturbance. So I'm just going to put the inner corner highlight on first. A little bit more. We can always have more highlight, and then I'm going to add a little bit of Disturbance and then just fill that area that I couldn't reach, and then just connect it to that, connect it to the inner corner highlight, and basically that is near enough all I did. I just want to deepen up that copper, and I want to move back to my initial brush. I'm just going to get a little bit more of Secret and deepen up that bit there, and then just get a little bit of tea and deepen up under the eye. And that is my eye look using the new I Heart Makeup mint chocolate palette. I keep wanting to call it chocolate mint, but it's mint chocolate. And yeah, I really love this. I can see me getting a lot of wear, especially in these autumn winter months. Although, like I say, there said at the beginning, there are some shades in here that really speak to me as autumnal shades. There's also shades in here that are daytime wearable. For example, this one here, Tea, love it. And I really love the combination of Tea and Secret together. They worked really, really well. I just love all of the shades, and I can't wait to share more looks with you, especially using the green. I mean, there's green, there's red. I think it's also autumnal, Christmassy. I think you could use it all year round, and I think it's phenomenal. Whoever came up with the concept of this palette, well, I think they've done an amazing job. Well done to them. It is amazing. I love it. And the palettes at the moment are getting better and better and better. The quality is getting better, as well as all of the products that they're coming out with, and I can't wait now to share with you all of the other new products that I purchased. But like I say, I will link that Tam Beauty haul down below for you, and I hope that you enjoyed that. I was excited about this. I'm still excited about this palette. It is phenomenal. I love it. But yeah, until next time, which I'll have more beautiful products from Tam Beauty. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Of course, I would love you to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.